What is up, YouTube? This is UFC Saudi Arabia Adesanya versus Imavov recap. And yes, we are back in the winner's circle. It's only going to be a matter of time. So this week, we bet Mohamed Naibov, Jasmine Jazdavicius, and Terrence McKinney. We put them all together. We ended up with that was a plus 110 parlay. We bet $100. We won $110.35. Our grand total is now $310.35. So we are slowly getting back to where we were before we went on that uh, two event slide. So our official record is now 10-2. We have 10 parlay winners, two losses. Two of those parlay winners were bonus parlays, and both of them won. We didn't even count them towards our journey of 100 to 1,000, and I started to give out underdogs. The last two events, one of them was canceled, so that one didn't count. But this week rather, I gave out Nasruddin Imavov as an underdog, and he cashed in. So it was a good week. Um, so as far as we're concerned, we're doing good. Now you got to remember, we're doing this just from betting one parlay. That's it, one single parlay. There's a bunch of other bets that I make throughout the event, but we're not gonna go there. We're just gonna concentrate one parlay per event. So eventually we're at $310.35 right now. So this week we bet Mohamed Naivov. That was a bit of a no-brainer. Mohamed, he's a tank, man. He's good. He's really good. He had and Khan had no answer for him, so that was pretty pretty easy victory. We also bet Jasmine Jazdavicius. Now normally I stay away from women's MMA because it's so unpredictable, but this one I was pretty sure of. Jasmine, her wrestling, those two had trained together before, and in every single training that they did, Jasmine always ended up, you know, uh, getting the better of her. Of So now Myra Bueno, her opponent, she did go to the fighting nerds, but just because you're training with them, that doesn't make you one of them. And she just recently went there. It's not like she was a training nerd like from the beginning. Had she been, it'd probably be a different fight. But so yeah, Jasmine won that one for us. And then Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney, that dude is fun to watch. He goes in there to kill or be killed, but they gave him a 38-year-old opponent. That's pretty much on his last days as a professional UFC fighter in the UFC. Damir Had Hadzovic, I believe is his name, and yeah, he's a good fighter, but it's Father Time is undefeated. So Terrence McKinney cut through him like a hot knife through butter. So that was a good 110 plus 110 parlay for us. So as the underdog that I gave out Nasruddin Imabov. Obviously, in the main event, he fought our boy Adesanya, and like I said before on the breakdown for that fight, I went through it really really briefly. Um, Adesanya, he's 35 now. He has plenty of money. He's not as hungry of a fighter as he once was. He's done it all, you know. So he got a chance to go to Saudi Arabia. Now, you gotta understand, all these fighters that get to go to Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia, all these Arab countries, when they get there, man, they're treated like kings. You have all these princes and super rich people that greet them, and I've heard stories of a couple of fighters that have gotten Ferraris as a gift, just because the whatever, these rich guys, they like them and they're there and they get to meet them and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. So that was probably one of the reasons why Adesanya went there. Um, because he was gonna go there and just be treated like royalty, and uh, so So, but as far as him, I'm sure he wants to be champion again. That would be nice, but that's not like his top priority anymore. So, so yeah, man. So that made that Imavov pick. It gave Imavov a lot of it made him like the obvious choice to win. So yeah, he went there, and he even though Adesanya did look pretty good in the first round. Imavov is in his prime, and you start to slow down a little bit as you get older, and it just takes that one mistake. And Nasruddin, I mean, he caught him straight in the jaw, and then caught him with I believe it was another left hand as he was going down. So anybody that thinks that was a bad stoppage, nah, man, it is what it is. That was a correct stoppage. He was just gonna get hurt even more if they hadn't stopped it when they did. So so yeah, we're back in the winner circle. Everything is good. Um, the the uh, the things are going back in the right direction. Now, the other cool thing is that we have a bunch of UFC events coming up like almost every single week. We're not going to take these uh, weeks off anymore because there's events every single Saturday. So that's going to be nice. So that's going to be that'll give us that'll allow us to make headway in this $100 to $1,000 journey. Eventually, once I get to once we get to 500, I'll probably end up making another video, and this time I might actually not be lazy, and I might actually do some editing and something right now. But I'm right now it's just like I do this for fun. And I'm basically just doing it for myself. To be honest with you, I want this to be recorded so that when I tell people, hey, I turned 100 into 1,000 just by betting one single parlay every single week in MMA. If they come, they if they say I'm bullshitting, I'll just refer them to my series on YouTube, and they can go back. So, anyways, hope all you guys were winners, whatever you guys bet on. Next week is gonna be UFC 312. Uh, Dricus versus Strickland. That's going to be a good fight, man. I can't wait to see that one. And there's some other really interesting fights in that event. Not not like a bunch of household names on that event, but if you're a true MMA fan, some of them are really interesting fights, which I am. I love this. I love this stuff. So hope you guys had a profitable weekend, and I will see you on the next. I'm gonna give out my parlay uh, Wednesday or Thursday like normal, and I'll also give you guys another underdog. So so yeah, man. So take it easy, folks, and I'll see you on the next late.